Hey guys, like I promised with my little preview trailer I had, um, this is some Timesplitters gameplay I have for you, and I'm really excited to show it off. And this game, my friend Kyle, 4th of July party went over, hung out. We just kind of looked through his game collection, and I remember somebody mentioning this game, and he happened to have it, and so we tried it out, and he said, yeah, I forget how much fun it can be with more than one person, and we had an absolute blast. I mean, we weren't just shooting people. I mean, we played some of his custom maps. We played like a zombie game. It's called Virus though in this game, and but he had this really awesome zombie map he made, and this map maker that this game has is just ridiculous. It has so much potential. I mean, you can do lighting effects, you can do all sorts of crazy wacky stuff. I mean, be able to show off some custom maps soon, and the characters in this game. I mean, you can't customize your character, but does 150 characters cover that? I mean, 150 wacky, crazy, just awesome characters. And as you may have seen, the Gingerbread Man is probably my favorite character. Oh man, yeah. I'm using the minigun right now, and it's kind of plays like a pickup style weapon, pickup weapon instead of loadouts. So that's that. And let me just give you the kind of timeline setting here. The guys who made the original GoldenEye game also made another game called Perfect Dark. It was a sci-fi game. I might put a link somewhere on the screen there to some Perfect Dark gameplay. That was a good N64 game. They went under, bought out by Microsoft. Those guys were called Rare, bought out by Microsoft. The guys who made those games, they were so successful. They didn't like that. They broke off, made their own game. Free Radical. Made their own game company, picked up by EA, and they started the Timesplitters series. They did a Timesplitters 1, 2, and this is 3. 3 is Future Perfect, and I think it hints towards that Perfect Dark kind of style. And then those guys went under again, and they were bought out by Crytek. And then they are currently with Crytek. So if there is ever going to be a sequel, it will be with Crytek. And you know what they do with graphics. It's ridiculous. And now actually I think they're with Crytek UK, and they did the online for Crysis 2. But anyway, if they were to make a sequel, one of the huge things is that I don't care if there's a loadout system as long as it's beautifully balanced. I don't care if they add iron sights or ads, but if they add a sprint button, that's where I figured it out. You know, that's what went wrong with Conduit 2. That's what changed the pace completely, is adding that sprint button. I like the sprint button. It just changes the pace completely, though. I love the sprint button. It just changes it so much that it's so different, and it's mostly because you can change how fast you get from one place to another. But I don't know if the ads would change much of the gameplay. I'm not really sure. I don't think it changed much in Conduit. It was mostly the sprinting, because I don't even use the ads that much in Conduit. I mean, I try at a distance, but at close, I'm just gonna spray. I don't care. So this game, all the weapons have a secondary fire usually. Like if you're dual wielding, you can switch to just one. As you saw with the minigun, if I pick it back up in a little bit, I'll talk about that. Here we go. Alright, so, no, I'm not going to use it. No. Here we go. Yes, no. Alright, so the minigun, this is in standard form. It takes a little charging like the carbonizer to shoot it off, but there's an overheat bar in the bottom right. But when I go to the secondary fire, it pre-spins itself, and it shoots immediately like the carbonizer's second fire, but it heats up, overheats way faster. So it kind of works like the carbonizer there. But yeah, that's a really fun gun to play with, though. As you can see, when it overheats, it just starts shooting one burst, and it kind of blows. But anyway, this is just a fun, ridiculously fun game. And if you're wondering what platform this is, I'm playing it on the GameCube on the Wii. And yeah, the graphics are like, whoa, really? I don't believe that. Yeah, the graphics aren't too bad. It really shows how much of a jump there was between GameCube and Wii. Almost none. And if you're asking, hey Pi, hey Badass, how do I get this game? Where can I find this game at? Well, you'll probably want to look at your local used retailer store, used game retail. That I went up to Game Exchange. If you ever heard of them, that place blows hard balls. They had absolutely nothing. That place sucked so bad. That's like the last time I ever shopping there. Then I went up to Vintage Stock real quick, and only one copy, $9.99. It's like a $10 game. And I also bought 2 extra GameCube controllers that are pretty sweet. So now I have 4. And yeah, Vintage Stock. If you've ever heard of them, if you got one around you, check them out. They're a great place. GameStop, they'll charge you a bit more probably, but if you sell a game to them, they'll pay you a bit more too than other places. They will pay you good for your games. So that's why I usually sell my games to GameStop and then go buy used games from somewhere else, like Vintage Stock. But yeah, so just check that up. Hit this up. I mean, this game is awesome. And when asked at E3, when Crytek was asked at E3 if they were making another Timesplitters, they nor denied it, nor said it was coming out. So there's always possibilities out there. And so if you really think this game, it looks cool to you, if you think it looks like fun, go ahead and check it out. I mean, it's just a blast. I mean, it doesn't matter that there's no online multiplayer. You can have up to like 8-10 bots. I mean, that's gonna keep me busy for a while. The single player was just as good, even though I never played the first 2 games. It kind of just put you in there, but not too far back that I didn't understand what was going on. Like basically at the beginning, Cortez, the main character, main badass, I guess, as he's flying a spaceship with a bunch of time crystals, and apparently he had to use those to make a time machine to go back into time and prevent this big war against the Timesplitters ever happening. I mean, that's not too hard to comprehend, is it? Now, obviously, in the first 2 games, you were probably just collecting the time crystals, and that's kind of boring. In this game, it's like the finisher, the action-packed point. I mean, I've seen some Timesplitters 2 gameplay, and that didn't look too bad, but the first one, meh. I watched some gameplay. It wasn't something I was gonna pick up, but I really couldn't anyway. It wasn't made for GameCube. It was I think it was a PC and PS2 game. I don't even know if it was made for Xbox. But the second and the third one, Future Perfect and just Timesplitters 2, were made for GameCube, and that's what I chose to pick up. And so yeah. If you want to pick this up for your PS2, Wii, PS2, or your GameCube, and used it on your Wii, or you used it on your GameCube, I don't really care. But this game, just a blast. It's also got this arcade. I'm playing in the arcade mode right now. It's so much fun. But you also get a league mode, which is a single player. It basically gives you a bunch of objective matches. You have to get bronze, silver, or gold, and if you get a gold, you get a new character and a new cheat. You get a bronze, you just get a new character. Silver, I think it might just be a new character, or oh, you know what? I think it's just a cheat. Yeah, you have to get. I think you have to get gold to get both, but don't hold me to that. Anyway, and then it's also got a challenge, which is just. The challenges are just crazy. I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how much stuff they put into this game. I mean, these guys are just awesome. And the dual fire is just shot with one trigger, so you can also zoom in a little bit. I don't know how if ads would change the game or not. See, I was looking at that and I was like, what the H is going on up in this S? Don't ask why that guy's wearing a dress. You'd have to play the game to figure it out. So yeah, this game is awesome. Timesplitters, future perfect. Mental noted. This game just rules. You can make custom maps. You get an awesome single player. You can play on easy, medium, or hard. Someone's making popcorn up in this. Yeah, just killed Cortez, the main guy. I've heard lots of people saying that they should make a Timesplitters movie, and that Vin Diesel could play the main character. And I laugh because it totally would work. I could just see Diesel being that Cortez guy. And I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but I will say it leaves room for a sequel. If they made a sequel, it would make sense. They have room for it, but they also have room to leave it as it is. So that's about it. You know, I'm going in for the last kill. I kind of drag it out for a little bit, have a little fun. Like I have on a rank 3 computers. There's 5 ranks, and the ranks are very different. But yeah, I just kind of walk around. You run faster going forward than you do backward or side to side, obviously, but I mean still. And so that's it. I went to 114. Yeah, I know it went by that quick. It's just a fun game. So I would really suggest picking that up, giving these guys some love at the Crytek UK, showing them that if you like this game, you're a fan of this game, or for a long time that you want another game to be produced, or you want this one ported, bump up the graphics, then DLC some extra stuff in. Just whatever you do, Crytek UK, or Crytek, or whatever, don't put a sprint button in. I'm sorry. It's going to mess up your gameplay flow, and it's going to feel weird. Trust me. It's going to be like playing a Halo-like COD, or Brink, or something like that. It's not going to be the same. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your views, likes, thumbs up, comments. I read all my comments. So, have a good day. Alright. Thanks, guys. Bye.